Aces sparkle, deuces glow. Stick with them, you'll get the dough on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hello there, welcome to Card Sharks. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you so much. And a special thanks to Donald Curtis of New York City, who sent in that opening poem. Thank you, Donald. We are going to meet a new challenger, start a best 2 out of 3 match. So let's open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, start loading in the cards while we meet our players on Card Sharks. Louise Silk, our champion. Hi, Louise.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Won't you remind us about yourself?
Okay, I'm from West LA, and I work for Major Copier Corporation, and I'm newly engaged.
And my spies tell me that you got advice on what to do on the show, right?
Yes. This weekend I was in a wedding, and a big group from Chicago has told me that I'm supposed to change on a 7. They've given me all this advice, and I'm supposed to be playing for them.
Oh, okay. I wish you'd followed all their advice, because I remember the last show. On the money cards, you bet everything on a 5, and it worked. Everything on a jack, and it worked. Then you wanted to bet half on a king, and the dummy here said, what are you doing that for? And you were right. You lost some money. Doggone it. But you did make a great comeback. You've got $1,300, right? Uh-huh. Follow the advice from Chicago in the future, Louise. Our challenger, Alan Ferguson. Hi, Alan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm out here visiting my grandfather, and I attend school in Abilene at Hardin-Simmons University, where I play basketball and baseball.
Boy, it looks like you play football, too. You're a large fellow there, Alan.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here with us.
Nice to be here.
Good luck in the match to both of you. Each player has his or her own deck of 52 playing cards, shuffled and cut before we go in the air. Louise, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Alan, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. Before you can begin playing the cards, you must first win a high-low toss-up question based on a poll of 100 people. We start always with a question to the champion, Louise. Now, we asked 100 married men, if you were sent to Siberia on business for a year, you know how those Siberian business trips come up occasionally, yes. If you were sent to Siberia on business for a year while your wife stayed home, would you object if she had an affair while you were gone? How many men said they would object?
Oh. Boy, that's going to be after. I would say, I mean, if they're like my dad, I would say 96.
96, she says, would object if they're going to be away for a year. If the wife had an affair, Alan, higher or lower?
That's really tough. I'm going to say a little bit lower.
You say lower?
I'm going to say a little bit lower.
If it's lower, you go to the board first. If not, it'll be Louise. The actual number of married men who, if they were sent to Siberia for a year, would still object if their wife had an affair is 81.
Yeah.
Alan, wow.
Oh.
That's lower than I thought it would be. And Alan, that means you'll start with a base card of a 10. You won the question. You have the right to change it if you like.
I think I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a 10?
Lower.
No, it's a jag. It's not lower. So that means you lose that card, and you give Louise a free chance to play. A 4. Can't change it. Got to play it, Louise.
Okay, I'll say higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, it's a jack. Remember, you can freeze at any time.
I'll say lower.
Continuing lower. No, it's a queen. And you lose both cards back to the base card, so neither player could advance. As we go to question 2 to you, Alan. We'll fill in the spaces. We asked 100 psychiatrists across the country. Do you think a person's behavior can be affected by a full moon? How many psychiatrists said yes, a person's behavior could be affected by a full moon?
Anything could happen, and from what I've heard and read, I'm going to say 73.
73 are affected by the full moon, Louise. Higher or lower?
A lot of science in it, but I don't think a lot of astrology, so I'll say lower.
You say lower. I have a tendency to grow long hair during the actual number of psychiatrists who think a person's behavior can be affected by a full moon is 34. Louise, very much lower. And Louise, that gives you the right to change your base card if you'd like. You've got a 4. What do you want to do?
I'll keep it, and I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, it's a 5.
Higher.
Continuing higher than a 5. And it is a 7.
And I'll freeze.
Now she'll freeze. We move the freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away from you. Louise needs just 2 to win the first game in the best 2 out of 3 match. Louise, our man on the street went to Omaha, Nebraska, where he stopped 100 people and asked them to wiggle their ears. How many people were able to wiggle their ears?
100 people. Well, I can't wiggle mine. I'd say 27.
27 people could wiggle their ears, Alan.
Them people in Nebraska can do just about anything out there. And I'm going to say it's going to be just a little bit lower.
You say lower.
I'm going to say lower.
They can't do that, huh?
I'm gonna say
Our
lower.
producer, Jonathan Goodson, is one of the great ear wigglers of all time. I wish we could get a close-up of his ears. Friends, you would be so thrilled. It would be a whole new series. All right, you say 27, Alan says lower. The actual number of people in Nebraska who could wiggle their ears is 12. It's lower, Alan. Alan, now you have the right to change the 10 if you'd like, or do you want to continue with it?
Let me try changing it.
All right, here's the next card at the top of your deck. You must play this. It is a 6.
Well, that's a little better. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 6?
Let's go. Get up there.
Yes, it's an 8. What do you think?
I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze. And Alan was looking over, seeing that, yes, we are at the 4th and final question at sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Alan, we asked 100 cab drivers in New York City, has a pregnant woman ever gone into labor in your cab? How many cab drivers said yes?
New York's a pretty big city. I'm going to say about 17.
17 have had women go into labor, Louise.
I'm going to have to say lower.
You say lower than that? That's
I don't-
I would think
yeah.
it might be higher. I'll find out as you do. The actual number of New York cab drivers who said a woman has gone into labor in their cab is 25. It's not lower. Alan, yes. Now, Alan, it's sudden death. Listen carefully. You have an 8. You have the right to change it if you'd like. You have to turn over 3 cards. If you make a mistake, Louise wins. However, you can force Louise to play off the 7. She must turn over these 2 cards or the game is yours. Your decision, Alan. You want to play it for 3 or force Louise to play it for 2?
I believe I'm going to force Louise to play those 2 cards right there.
All right, Louise, you've got a 7. You can't change it. Turn these 2 over. You've won the first game of the match. If not, Alan wins it. Call
Okay,
this.
higher.
Higher than a 7. No, right away. Alan, the challenger, wins the first game of the match and $100. We'll set up for game number 2. Someone's going to get to the money cards, maybe right after we take time out for this. Our challenger, Alan Ferguson, has 1 game and $100, so the pressure's on the champion now. She needs this as we set up with the same 2 decks of cards. Here are the next cards off the top of the deck. Louise, the question to you. We asked 100 married women. Which do you remember more vividly? Your very first romantic kiss or the first time you kissed your husband? How many women said they had more vivid memories of the first time they kissed their husband?
Well, that'd be exciting. I'll say 58.
58. Remember the first kiss with the husband rather than their very first romantic kiss, Alan.
I seem to feel that they'd remember their first romantic kiss more. So I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit lower.
No, the question is, how many have more vivid memories of the first time they kissed their husband?
Their husband. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Then I'm going to say it's going to be, well, yeah, I'll say it's going to be a little bit lower.
Oh, you say...
I'll say they'll remember their first romantic kiss.
All right, right. So how many have more vivid memories of the husband? You say lower.
Lower, right.
The actual number of married women who remember more vividly the first time they kissed their husband than their first romantic kiss is 48. It's lower, Alan. Yes. Good. Now that we got all clarified there, you were right all along, Alan. Your base card is a 9.
Ooh, I'd like to change it, please.
And you change it to a jack. Good change.
All right, that's better. I'm going to say it's going to be lower.
Lower than a jack.
Deuce.
Yes, it's a 7.
I'm going to freeze, please.
You'll freeze right
Okay,
there.
freeze.
And the pressure again on Louise. Question to you, Alan. We asked 100 new fathers. Now, these are all men who have had babies less than 6 months old.
Okay.
Would you object if your wife wanted to breastfeed your baby in a public place? How many fathers said they would object?
Being new fathers, I think they'd still, sort of embarrassed. And they're not really embarrassed by me, it's new shock to them. I'm going to say about 70.
70 would object to breastfeeding in public, Louise.
I'd say no, a newborn, but I'd say higher.
Even higher than that.
Yeah.
The actual number of fathers who would object if their wife wanted to breastfeed their baby in public is 47, not higher, Alan. And
Right.
Alan, we're looking at a 7.
I'd like to change it, please.
We're not going to look at it very long.
No.
A
Yeah.
queen.
Okay. I'm going to say this card's going to be lower.
Lower than a queen?
Deuce.
Yes, it's another 7.
I like to freeze again, please.
I think I could have guessed. Another 7, he freezes. Louise, we asked 100 first grade kids. Have you ever had your mouth washed out with soap because you said something bad? How many first graders said blah, blah, blah? No, how many first graders said yes?
Oh, I don't know how many moms do that. I'm going to say 10.
10. Alan, higher or lower?
Well, my brother's in first grade, and my mother has never washed his mouth out with soap. I'm going to say, I think it's going to be a little bit lower.
Lower than that.
I think it's going to be.
The actual number of first graders who have had their mouth washed out with soap is 14. Not lower, Louise. And your first look at your cards in this game, Louise, you've got a 7. Do you want it?
I want to change it.
And it becomes a king.
Oh.
Great change.
Lower.
Lower than a king. It is a queen.
Lower.
Continuing lower. Yes, very much lower.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. It is a 6. One card or you can lose them all, Louise.
Okay, higher.
You're going to risk them.
Yeah.
Every card to tie up the match higher than a 6. Yes, she did it and tied it up. Let's set up for the tiebreaker. Wow, with sudden death coming up, that surprised me that you went for that. We'll very quickly set up for the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there and 3 questions here. We've got a tie. Each player with 1 game and $100. The winner of this goes to the money cards. Alan, we located 100 geniuses. These are all people whose IQ is above the genius level. We asked them, do you think you could become a millionaire if you really wanted to? How many geniuses said they could become a millionaire if they really wanted to?
I believe it's going to be pretty high on that, and I'm going to say 86.
86 could become millionaires if they wanted to, Louise.
I'm going to say the number's lower.
Lower. The actual number of geniuses who said they could become a millionaire if they really wanted to is 53. Louise, that's very much lower. And that all-important control in the tiebreaker, Louise, you're starting with a king.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a king. It is a 10. Now, big decision.
I'm going to say lower.
You're going to go for it. If this
Yeah.
is lower than a 10, she retains the championship. If not, Alan still has a chance for the win. Yes! It's a 9, and she did it for win number 2. Congratulations. That was a gutsy move going on that 10. Alan, you played very well.
Thank you.
Thank you. You got $100 in cash and some nice parting gifts. Thanks for being. Good luck with your studies, Alan. Come on down, Louise. Doggone it, we really want to tear it up now with the money cards. We'll get to the money cards right after we take time out for this. Louise Silk, our champion, with $1,500. You tighten up when the little red light goes on, Louise. You're among friends. Good luck. Let's tear it up now. Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Louise. Doggone it this time. Let's do it. All right, you've got $200 in the game. That's money is yours to keep. Now we're going to give you a new deck of cards and new money to play with. This time you're going to bet that money. Starting with $200 on the bottom line. 3 cards. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. $50 minimum bets until you get to that big bet. And there you must bet at least half the money. Louise, you've got good instincts. I hope you can tear it up now. Here's $200. And as in the game, you got a choice of 2 base cards, and we're starting with a king. Great start. $200 in a king.
I will bet it all on the king.
Everything on a king. $200
To be lower.
to be lower. Lower than a king? Yes, it's a 7. If I'd seen a second king, I would have fallen over. You got a 7 and $400, Louise.
I'll bet 100 that it's lower.
$100 lower. Going a little bit against the odds
Yeah.
on that. All right. It feels that way to her. I hope she's right. $100 lower? No. Lose 100, but you've got a 10 now with $300, Louise.
I'll bet 100 that it's higher.
And again, now this time you're going even more against the odds.
Lower, excuse me.
Your decision,
Okay,
Louise.
wait.
I just
higher,
point
I'm
out
gonna
the
go
odds.
Higher.
Your first instinct said higher.
Higher.
Okay. $100. Higher than a 10? No.
Okay.
This will make the
Okay,
decision
now
easier, Louise. You've got a 2. And the $200, and we move up and add the other $200. Now you got $400 and a 2, Louise.
I will bet it all that it's higher.
All right, good card. $400. Higher than a 2? Yes. And still a good card, a 4 with $800.
Okay, I'll bet half that it's higher.
How much?
Half that
Half
it's
of it.
higher.
$400. Higher than a 4. It's a jack. You're up to $1,200, Louise, with a jack.
I'll bet half that it's lower.
Again, a half, $600. Lower than a jack. And she's right again. Up to $1,800 with a 9. Now, Louise, you must bet at least $900. You can bet more. You have $1,800 and a 9. What's your big bet?
I'll bet $1,000 that it's lower.
Big bet. $1,000 bet on the turn of this card. Lower than a 9, and it is! $2,800. Great win. That's terrific. Good job. Way to go. And with the game, that's $3,000. You now have $4,300, Louise.
Okay.
You bet him beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
We'll meet a new challenger right after this. Don't go away. We're back with our champion, Louise Silk. We're still discussing odds, yes? Yeah, that middle card is the 8. You figure from there, right?
I see.
Works
Okay.
out. Whatever your logic, it worked out very well for you, Louise. You're $4,300 richer.
I don't believe it. Ah.
Louise, you ready to defend your title? All right, let's deal out 2 brand new decks of cards. And while Ann does that, we'll meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. Kathy Gordon. Hello, Kathy. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
Would you tell us about yourself?
My name is Kathy Gordon. I'm a native of Los Angeles. I'm a flight attendant with a major air carrier. I've been flying for 10 years. And I'm the catcher on the world's only all-stewardess softball team.
Oh. If you have the only all-stewardess softball team, the only one, who do you play?
We play in women's leagues.
Oh,
at
I see.
parks.
Against other teams. But you're the only stewardess group.
Yep.
Do good?
Well, we're doing better.
I'm sure you look good doing it, Kathy. Good luck in the match. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards, while Louise, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Louise, we asked 100 women, who would you rather have as a lover? A young man you could teach, or an older man who could teach you? How many women said they would rather their lover be an older man who could teach them?
An older man. I would say they'd like an older man, so I'll say 65.
65 would like an older man who could teach them, Kathy.
I think that most of them did have older men, so they're going to go with that. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than that?
Higher. Yep.
The actual number of women who would rather have a lover who was an older man who could teach them is 74. It's higher, Kathy. And Kathy, your base card, an 8.
I don't want that 8.
You can change
I don't want
it,
that
yes.
8.
It is, oh, a great change,
I'll
a
take
2.
that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, higher.
Higher than a 2. A king, very much
far
higher.
out. Okay. I'm keeping going, and I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, she's got a 7.
I freeze.
The next thing that drops gets us all in trouble, friends. All right, I put the king back up there. You freeze right there, huh?
I freeze.
Let's see if I can make it over here without dropping anything. Okay, now, the next question goes to you, Kathy. We asked 100 women, for $500, would you be willing to go an entire month without dropping anything? No, would you be willing to go an entire month without looking at yourself in the mirror?
Oh.
How many women said they'd be willing to go a month for
how much?
$500 without looking in the mirror?
$500? No way. Very low. 30 at the most.
30. Higher or lower, Louise?
I'd say lower.
You say lower than that. The actual number of women who for $500 would be willing to go an entire month without looking in the mirror is 67. Not lower, Kathy. Wow. Kathy, you have the right to change the 7 now.
I absolutely want to change that 7, yes.
And we'll change it to, oh, a
A
9.
9.
Not a big change this time.
Lower.
Lower than a 9. No, it's an 8. And the first break for the champion, Louise, who gets a chance to play an 8. You got to play it, Louise.
Okay, I'll say higher.
Higher than an 8. And it's a 9, yes.
I'll say higher.
She's going to continue and go against the odds again. Higher than a 9. And she's right. It is a 10.
Okay. I'm gonna freeze.
You'll freeze. And we freeze with a dead tie. Each player needs just 2 cards for the game. What a perfect time for me to say, we'll be right back right after this. I hope you'll join Louise, Kathy, and I next time on Card Sharks. So until then, this is Jim Perry saying...
A representative of the studio audience will receive a magnificent Hellbros quartz watch for beauty and accuracy. For her or for him, the stunning watch with a classic look, furnished by Hellbros. And some of our contestants will receive Cool Ray fashionable sunglasses that win admiring stares while protecting from annoying glare. 86 eye-catching styles. See what you're missing with Cool Ray polarized sunglasses. And Town and Country tableware by Washington Forge. Beautiful Fleetwood handles and mirror bright stainless steel. Dishwasher safe from Washington Forge. And seal a meal you're cooking. Airtight bags go from freezer to hot water. No mess, no bother. Daisy Seal a Meal simplifies your life. And Miro's Electric What a Pizzeria. Professional style pizza from frozen mix or scratch. Save 70% energy over range ovens. What a Pizzeria from Miro. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.